Hey everyone, welcome to Canucks. My name is Rev Trev, and I'm so glad that you're here because today we're going to be talking about why Garland wants out. Why Garland wants out. Why are all these trade rumors going around? There is so much. It's so confusing as a Canucks fan. Do you feel confused? Because I feel confused. It totally blindsided me to see that Garland wanted a trade and like a couple days before the season starts. Say what? What is going on? So I would love for you to post in the comments rumors that you've heard and reasons why you think Garland wants out of Vancouver. So if you're already watching, why don't you take a moment to comment, and why don't you go the next step and do the Rev Trev hat trick and hit that subscribe button, people. Okay, now thank you so much for supporting the channel. Okay. So Garland, why does he want out of Vancouver? Well, there's reports on, well, he doesn't really want out of Vancouver. Well, why would this all of a sudden be happening? So here's what we know for sure. Okay, we know that he has gotten rid of his agent and has gotten a new agent. And then all of a sudden these things have been surfacing that he wants out of Van. And I'm quite confused. And the reason why is like, why? Why now? What's wrong? What about Vancouver do you want to leave? Is it ice time? It can't be ice time. You're literally playing on the top line with Pettersson and Kuzmenko right now. Like, or you're playing with JT Miller and Brock Besser. Like, what about this? It can't be ice time, right? It can't be the guys, well, it could be the guys you're playing with. Maybe you don't like the guys in the locker room. Maybe it's the coach. Maybe you don't like Rick Tocchet. He was your coach before. Maybe you just don't enjoy him, and when he came, that was just like, oh, I don't like that. Maybe it's been the lack of success here, and the fact is, we traded for you an OEL, and you've lasted, and you've been, fans love you, we just love your work ethic, but maybe you're disappointed just as we are disappointed in the point production, right? I was expecting a little bit more. I mean, maybe 10 more points more a year. So I'm quite confused. Like, what is it about living in the city of Vancouver, playing in Vancouver, lots of hype and excitement, and then game one happens and you play on the top line and you score the very first goal. And by the way, not only was that Pettersson pass unbelievably amazing, but you caught it on your stick, went and got a backhand. Like, that's talent, right? We know that you're gritty. We know that you're difficult to play against, but we just know that there hasn't been enough finish. And maybe you think, Conor, you tell me, maybe you think it's time to go and to do something else and be part of something else. I don't know, but it doesn't make any sense why you want to leave this team right now. And we signed you to this contract, 4.95, let's just say $5 million, and I think you get it for 2 or 3 more years. So what is it about this situation that you want to get out of? I don't get it. Now, maybe some of you have heard more different things that are in the media, or you've got some thoughts. Please post them in the comments what you think, why you think he wants out, because to me it just doesn't make any sense why he wants out of Vancouver. Now, let me just read to you a couple things that has happened since that, because a lot of people have been speculating, making comments. One is Yannick Hansen. He said this: that's a negative situation every step of the way. You just mentioned you're about to start your boat to put your team in the right direction, and this guy who doesn't want to, and this is a guy who doesn't want to be here. Like, you hate to see it, man. And then he goes on to say, get him out of there as fast as possible in any way possible. You don't want to be part of the solution, then you're the problem, he says. Wow. That he's not holding back, guys. And again, I've liked Conor Garland. I like what he brings. He's energetic. He drives possession. He does not finish on all of his chances, but you can see the effort is there. Sometimes he cheats a little bit offensively, but a lot of the guys are guilty of that. But this is him putting me before the team. And again, I don't know if he has been going on all summer And if it's been from last year, he wanted out. And if that's the case, shame on management for not moving him or trying to get something done. Wow. Wow, Yannick. Now, let's just talk about that for a second. What maybe management has been trying to trade him. We know that management's been trying to trade Brock without success. That contract with the production has not been good, which has been in our favor because he scored 4 goals on opening night, and I think he's going to have a bounce back here. But maybe Garland's the same situation. For the amount of points you're giving, for the amount of contract and AAV that we still have to pay, maybe teams aren't like knocking on the door. So now you're going to get an agent. Now, here's the weird thing about you going to get a different agent, because you're like, I want to trade and I want out of here. It sounds like Jonathan Taylor off of the Indianapolis Colts, and he made this huge fuss, and I don't want to be here anymore, and I want more money and all this stuff. And then after the 4 games of his being on IR ends, he gets a new contract. He's going to stay for many years, and it's like it's all over. All the drama for nothing. And I'm like, is that what's going to happen here with you, Garland? Like, Conor, are you going to be the guy who's going to make a big stink and I need some attention, and then all of a sudden it's like you're going to just end up staying here? Because what would we do if we traded Garland, right? Who would we start in those positions? And I know Mikheyev is there looking for more minutes. Beauvillier would like more minutes. I mean, there's guys that we can move a guy like Garland and maybe get someone in return. Now, everyone's convinced that we are going to get a defenseman. Now, that might not be the case. We might not get a defenseman in return. Now, the rumors I've heard is that Columbus would be a great place and get Peak. I believe he's a right-handed shot defenseman. There's been other rumors that have been swirling around, and the latest one that I just saw was Dollywall said that he's hearing that the Predators are interested in Garland, and someone also told him that the Winnipeg Jets are interested in as well. And so that is really, really interesting stuff. So who from the Jets could we get? I mean, you're not going to get Kyle Conor, of course, but who are we going to get? What kind of defenseman are we going to get? And the Predators are loaded on D. That would be really interesting, but maybe it's a forward that comes back. It's very interesting to think about these scenarios. Columbus, Nashville, we're talking Winnipeg now. There's another one. Carolina with Pesce. There's so many rumors. So let me know if you heard a rumor or what you think would be a good trade for Garland. If it's forward for forward, let me know. If it's Garland for a defenseman, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it. But I'm totally confused at the timing, at the desire, and the reason why. I'm so confused. So hope that you're having a good day. I've been pumping on a lot of Canucks content. Cannot wait for all the games coming up this week. And so hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks so much for being here. And of course, always go Canucks.